And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of NXT. And here comes Lexus King. We have a one-on-one match scheduled right now. It's Lexus King versus Jack. Originally we had scheduled a
or
you can say a confrontation.
Making his way to the ring from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 223 pounds, Lexus King!
Ricky Sainz was supposed to be here, but I don't know why, but Ricky Sainz is not in the building. That's what we got to hear. Ricky Sainz is not here, so we won't get an explanation by Ricky why he turned on Jack. But we have a match that is Lexus King and Jack. And now here comes Jack. And what the hell? Ricky Sainz attacking Jack from behind. Somebody stop him, come on, where the hell are the security? Eva said there won't be any problem tonight. But what is going on here? Yeah, get him out of here. We have a match schedule right now. It wasn't enough for him what he did last week. And Jack with the face buster. And Lexus kicks out. And Jack measuring Lexus King and with a moonsault DDT. And Jack is continuing the fight after he was ambushed by Ricky Sainz. And Jack goes for the pin. And Jack kicks out. Originally Ricky Sainz was scheduled for a interview, a face-to-face with the WWE Universe, but he wanted to explain why he turned on Jack. But somehow he said he won't be appearing here tonight, but somehow I don't know why, then how the hell did Ricky Sainz show up and attack Jack if he was not in the building? And Jack with the pin. And Lexus kicks out. And Jack with a 450 facebuster. And Jack goes up and drops the elbow with the pin. Is this the... oh no, that's not the end. And Jack building up momentum with the knee drop. Look like Jack is pissed off right now. And with another big knee drop. And looks like Lexus is busted open. That is a bad crimson mask. And Jack measuring with another DDT. And Lexus fights back. And Jack fights back. And Jack with a DDT. And Jack lifts Lexus up and with a neck breaker. I almost thought it was a suplex. And is Jack thinking to end it? With a splash by Jack. Jack goes up top. And with an elbow drop with a pin. Is this the end for Lexus King? And it is. And the champ celebrating in the ring, and look who it is again. It is Ricky Saints. And looks like Jack is pissed off. He wants to get his hand on Jack. Jack is calling Saints, but Saints look like Jack is going to Saints. Are we gonna get a brawl? Come on, ref. And it looks like they are throwing hands. Get the security, come on. Nobody can stop them, come on. And here is Blake Monroe is scheduled for a match. And Sarah from behind, attacking Blake. And Tegan says she had nothing to do with it. And Sarah is going all out, she's dropping punches. And Sarah with the moonsault. And looks like we are having a brawl, another brawl of tonight. This is the second brawl of the night. We had the first brawl between Saints and Jack, which the referee almost stops. The ref and the security stopped it. But now we had a second, but look like Sarah is not done, she got weapons. Oh, she is not done yet. She's taking out her frustration on Blake Monroe. And Sarah with the moonsault. I mean Hurricane Rana. Wait a minute. Why does she have the steps? What is she thinking? She is waiting for Blake to stand up. No, she's sending the stairs into the ring. And Irish whip Blake into the ring. And drops the ref. And taking out the ref because ref threw out the steel steps. And Sarah took out the ref. And Sarah fighting back. Goes for the wheelbarrow DDT. And goes out once again. This time, once again picking up the step. Toss it in the ring. And takes out the ref. Measuring, waiting for Blake Monroe to stand up. And Blake Monroe's up. And hits Blake with a steel step. She looks like Blake Monroe is busted open. And taunting the crowd. And uppercut with elbow and tosses her into the turnbuckle and with a 619. Roll up facebuster by Sarah. Goes up top with a twisted splash. Sarah measuring Blake. Blake is busted with the crimson mass and Sarah with the dropkick. TKO by Sarah. Picks up Blake once more. This time with the Sarah and Blake Monroe with a reversal. Blake is fighting back. And Blake is fighting back. We almost thought it was over for Blake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a sanctioned match, this is a brawl. There's no bell has not been rung. When this is not a match, this is a full out brawl. And Blake picks up and hits Sarah with a TKO, a taste of her own medicine. And Sarah's fight back. And Sarah with a TKO of her own. And Sarah with a coup de grace. Drop kick. Sarah goes up again for the second coup de grace stomp. And for the third. Sarah measuring Blake and with the knees. Sarah with the Sarah and Sarah with the knees, shoulders and a kick. Flip and a knees to the face. With a knee stomp by Sarah. And what is she thinking? Oh, she is coming to the commentary table. Walks back into the ring. Picks up Blake. Tosses her over the top rope. Springboard moonsault. Slamming the head into the table. And Blakeman fights back. And Sarah's fight back as well. And Sarah's on the table. What is Sarah thinking? What is she thinking? With a riptide through the announce table. We still have the show is still going on. This is not the last match. Come on, are you gonna destroy everything around here? And wait a minute, what is Sarah thinking? What is Sarah thinking? Not from up top there, not from the top of the rope. Sarah with a super riptide. And Sarah has declared this is the end. And she is going. Look like she is gonna leave the ring. And looks like that's over, but that's a statement made by Sarah. Let's move on to another show. We'll be back after a commercial break. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for round 2 of the Speed Tournament. And it's Johnny Gargano. Here comes Johnny Wrestling, Mr. NXT. In the previous
contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing DIY from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano.
And his opponent, it's Stacks. In the previous round, or I should say match,
from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
in the previous match of Speed Tournament, we saw Axiom advances to the finals. And whoever wins here tonight will face Axiom at Heatwave. And Johnny Gargano attacks Stacks from behind. And looks like Johnny is not waiting for a moment. There's chaos everywhere tonight. Looks like Gargano wanna win the match. And Johnny picks up momentum and with a suicide dive. And Gargano goes for another suicide dive. And Gargano is in complete control. And with a drop kick. Gargano is back in the ring. Measuring Stacks. Build up momentum and with another suicide dive. Hard suicide dive by Gargano. Tosses Stacks back into the ring. And with a shoulder to the guard and a DDT by Gargano. And measuring Stacks with a super kick. And Gargano with a Gargano escape. Gargano with a Gargano escape. Is Stacks gonna tap out? And we got a rope break. And Gargano measuring Stacks. And shoulder to the gut. And a face buster. And Gargano is far back in NXT. Gargano is fired up right here. And with an elbow drop. And with a swan tom, and he missed it. Then Gargano goes for the face buster, planting Stacks into the mat. And Stacks fights back. And Gargano will super kick, and he missed with the enziguri. And Gargano fights back. Gargano went for the super kick, but Stacks got out of the way. And looks like Stacks is going low. He is removing the turnbuckle pad, and Gargano fights back. And rolls Stacks into the mat, and with a drop kick to the neck. And with a drop kick. And Gargano goes for another second time. Gargano escape, locked in, and stacked, and Gargano advances to the finals. Eh? Gargano is going to the finals. But look like Gargano's not done. Gargano is not done yet. Gargano with another Gargano escape. And he's going for a pin. What is going on? I thought the match was over. Somehow the match wasn't over. Referee didn't ring the bell. Looks like it was a rope break in a way. I don't know what just happened, but somehow the match is over. In a way it was a controversial, but somehow the match is over. I think Stack's left feet was on the rope, so referee called the stop the tap. He didn't call the tap, but he called the pin. And let's check in the replay. We'll find it out in the replay. And here is the Gargano escape. His feet wasn't near the rope, so why didn't the ref call the match and announce Gargano as the winner at that point? I don't know what was the ref thinking at that point. He should be fine. He should be fine.
Here is your winner, Johnny.
In the end, Gargano walks out as the victor, advancing to the finals of the Speed tournament. He will face Axiom at Heatwave for the Speed Championship. And it's time for the Women's Speed Tournament match. And here comes the Poison Pixie. Candice LeRae, Mrs. Wrestling, is here. The inaugural Speed Champion.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing DIY from Riverside, California, Candice LeRae.
And here comes her opponent. It's Thea Hale.
And her opponent, representing Chase University from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Thea Hale.
Wait a minute. Why is Thea storms off? Looks like Candice won't be waiting any longer. She's gonna start the match with a brawl. She's doing the same thing what Johnny did earlier. And with a hurricane run. And the timer has started, the bell has rung, and the match is official. And Candice backdrop in the corner. And with a double axe handle. And with the knees to the face. And a kick to the gut. To the midsection. And Candice is taunting the NXT universe. Goes for the suplex. I think it was a brain buster. And with a double axe handle. And looked like she was going for a face buster, but somehow she missed. And Thea here is fired up. But Candice LeRae got out the plan for Thea. And Candice with a suplex. And Candice measuring with a back swanton to Thea Hale and goes for the pin. And Thea kicks out at 2. And Thea goes Candice with another drop kick. And Candice with a gargano escape of her own. Will Thea tap out? Look like no. Thea is fighting back and she got out the hole. She's fighting back and she broke out the hole. And Thea with a drop kick to Candice LeRae. And Candice walks out. And with a rope hung by Thea Hale. And Thea is going after Candice's legs. And with a spinning neckbreaker. Tosses Candice. And the ref is on 3, 4, 5, 6. And Candice with a hurricane runner. And Candice with a backdrop. And stopping. And the big Candice goes for the Gargano escape. The LeRae escape. Come on. Alright. No, come on, who is gonna win? Thea's gonna tap out, okay. And looks like Thea fights out of the hole once again. And Thea Hale was an arm drag. Thea with a Chimera lock. And Candice fights out. Goes for the lock. Face first into the mat. And Thea fights out of the... We got a draw? Wait a minute, we got a draw. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a draw. What is gonna happen with the tournament? Who's gonna face in the Galani in the finals? What's gonna happen? I don't know. We'll find out. Looks like Eva will tell us what's gonna happen. We have to wait for Eva to tell us what's gonna happen with the speed tournament finals. For now, let's prepare yourself for the main event, because Shang is in the main event facing what is his name? Charlie Dempsey. Shang versus Charlie Dempsey is in the main event. Let's head to the main event. And it's time for the main event. It is Charlie Dempsey.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 200 pounds, Charlie Dempsey!
And here comes the NXT champion. The NXT North American champion, Shang.
And his opponent from Karachi, Pakistan, weighing in at 250 pounds, the NXT North American Champion, Shang!
The champ is here. And the match is official, and the bell has rung, and we are back from the commercial break, and the match is official. The match has started and the bell has rung. And here goes Shang and Charlie Dempsey one-on-one, and Shang with a super kick. And Shang with another super kick. He is going for the super kick, but Mirage right now. And with another super kick, but it looks like Charlie Dempsey got Shang and we're in the pin. And kicks out at 2. Almost close. And Charlie Dempsey got out of the way again. This time Shang got out of the way, and Shang with a super kick, and looks like Charlie Dempsey is busted open. Shang drags himself into the pin. And Dempsey kicks out, not even a 1. And with another super kick. And with another super kick, but Dempsey got out of the way, and Shang fights back, and with another super kick. Connects with a second super kick. Picks himself up, goes to the corner, takes out the turnbuckle, measuring Dempsey with a running knee. Irish whip Dempsey, but Dempsey Irish whips Shang outside on the apron. And what is Dempsey thinking? What is he thinking? Drop on the apron. Shang got out of the way. And Shang on a jab. but Dempsey is coated with a crimson mat on his face. Toss Dempsey back into the ring. Picks him up. Irish whip into the turnbuckle in the exposed turnbuckle. And for the second time, and Dempsey fights back. And Dempsey with an elbow. Forearm to Shang. And it looks like Dempsey is picking up momentum with a German. Dempsey on the middle turnbuckle. And with an uppercut, with a diving uppercut. Dempsey targeting Shang's leg. Targeting his knees. And keep targeting the knee. And Shang fights out. Dempsey with a pin dragon. And Shang kicks out at 2.5. Dempsey is dragging Shang in the set him up on the rope, punch, and with a lock in between the ropes. And Dempsey choking Shang into the corner. After what Shang did to Jawan, the NXT locker room has already turned on Shang, and Dempsey is one of them as well. And measuring Shang. And with a Hurricane Rana by Dempsey, goes for the pin. And Shang kicked out not even a 1. Where is this resiliency coming from? And Shang is fired up with a super kick and another super kick. Goes for the pin. And Dempsey kicks out. Tom marking the NXT universe, taunting them. And with a clothesline, elbow, and tosses Dempsey into the ring. And a swanton. Back-to-back offense to Dempsey. Irish whip IMC in the corner. Goes to the whipping himself to the rope and goes for the leg. Caught, I'll kick to the back of the head and a sliding German. Goes up on the apron and with a double stomp. And stomp. And Shang, what is he thinking? What is he thinking? Goes for the what drop kick. And with a pin. And Dempsey kicks out. And looks like Shang is pissed off right now. He's going all out. And Shang went for the Irish whip, but looks like Dempsey. But Shang rebounds and with a clothesline. And Shang is moving the turnbuckle once again. What is he thinking? Oh no! Shang just went low and he's measuring Dempsey right now with a spear. I never thought Shang will go that low to win a match. And measuring Dempsey once more and a second spear. Is this the end? And Shang with the win. And look who is here. It's Jovan Evans. Jovan is here. I thought he was not here. I thought he was not medically cleared to appear in at PC. I thought he wasn't gonna be here. I thought Ava said Jovan to stay at home and rest. But look like Jovan is here and Shang is going to Jovan. And we got a fight. We got another fight. This is the third brawl of a night. Come on. This is the third brawl of a night. Come on, stop them. Come on, stop them. Gentlemen, gentlemen, gentlemen. Since Eva is not here, I'm taking her as the temporary GM of NXT. So let's talk about what's been happening since the show has started. There has been chaos everywhere. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the NXT Championship match. NXT Champion Jack versus Ricky Saints is gonna be happening at Heatwave, and it is gonna be a street fight. And then we got Blake Monroe and Sarah. They are all at each other's throat for weeks, so they are gonna have a one-on-one match. This time they are gonna face each other in a no holds bar match. That means there's gonna be no pinfall, no submission. They are gonna end the match by putting each other into the casket. It is gonna be a casket match. There's gonna be no ref, no holds bar, no stopping them. They can do whatever they wanna do with each other. To win a match, they should have to put their opponent in a casket. And second of all, there is the Speed Championship Tournament Final. It is gonna be Johnny Gargano and Axiom in the finals. Winner of the match will become the new NXT Speed Champion. And about the Women's Speed Tournament, earlier today we saw a draw between Candice LeRae and Thea Hale. So this is what's gonna happen. Thea Hale, there's gonna be Thea versus Candice versus Kalani Jordan in a triple threat match. And it is gonna be for one fall. It is sudden death. Winner, whoever picked up the pin first, and the winner will be crowned the new Speed Champion. There's gotta be no timer, nothing. Just you have to win the match by pinfall or submission. And then we got the recently, just now, I just cut off the brawl between Shang and Jovan. Shang and Jovan are gonna go one-on-one. Finally they are gonna go one-on-one at Heatwave for the North American Championship. So this is what's gonna happen. I'll see you next week on Heatwave.